Hi guys, welcome back to another sodium meal. Today we're making a classic, biryani. This is an easy to make dish and everything comes together really quickly. Prep by having an empty pot on hand for you to transfer the cooked items into. The seasonings I use in this meal are mild curry, garam masala, biryani spices, 7 spices, and hot curry. I mix equal portions of each and I put them into one container and call it my own biryani spice. You'll need 6 small peeled, washed, and cubed potatoes, shredded chicken, either rotisserie, baked, or boiled, 1 small red onion, thinly sliced, slivered almonds and raisins. I use 3 different kinds of raisins because I feel like they have more flavor than just one, frozen peas, and you'll also need ground sirloin. To start, add biryani spices, hot curry, salt, and pepper to your ground sirloin. Mix and form small meatballs. Lay your meatballs on a baking sheet and bake at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. In a dry pan, add your almonds and toast them until they form a tannish color. Keep an eye on them because they will toast very quickly. Once you have reached your desired color, throw the almonds into the empty pot. Next, add your raisins to your pan and toast the raisins for a few minutes. Once they're done, add them to the pot. Switch out the pan for another pot to make cleanup a little bit easier. Add some oil to the pot and begin sauteing the onions. Add some biryani seasonings to the onions. Once the onions have caramelized, transfer them to the pot without adding any more oil. Add your cooked chicken to this pot along with biryani spices and hot and mild curry and saute for a few minutes. Cooking this meal will move really fast if you're using cooked chicken, but if you are making this with raw chicken, I would suggest you marinate it with yogurt and these spices for at least an hour and then bake until it's cooked. Shred and then add it to the pot. And that's exactly what you're going to do with this cooked chicken. You're going to move that to the pot. Your meatballs should now be ready at this point. Remove the meatballs from the tray and add them to the pot and drain the excess oil. This is what your pot will look like. I love to see everything come together. Add your frozen peas to the pot and cook until they become soft. Add some seasonings for extra flavor and then add them to the pot. Fill your pot with some frying oil. I use grapeseed oil. Add your cut up potatoes along with salt, pepper, and biryani seasonings. This is the longest part in making biryani, especially if you're like me and you do it in small batches because you don't want to fry in a bigger pot. Lay your cooked potatoes on a plate covered with paper towel to absorb most of the oil, and then add that to the pot. I totally thought my pot was ruined after all this frying in it, but surprisingly, I had no difficulty washing it off. This is what your pot looks like now. I love how the colors come together. All right, guys, last thing you're going to do is make your rice. You guys have seen me do this plenty of times. You know the drill. But if you did boil your chicken, you can totally add that stock to this rice and it'll give really good flavor. After about 15 minutes of cooking time, the rice should be done. You're going to add that to the pot with the rest of the gang and put on a low flame. Throw some hot curry and biryani spices and mix thoroughly. Turn off the flame after 5 minutes and allow it to rest for a few minutes before serving. There you have it, some delicious and flavorful biryani. You can add boiled eggs, as some people do. I obviously don't. You can eat this alongside salad. There's really no wrong way to eat biryani. Hope you guys enjoy it.